and I want to go to Kisumu, and then I start plying the direction of Meru. Seriously, when will I get to Kisumu? Because your vision is in a certain direction. So if you start lying to yourself that because the earth is round, you can then go through Meru and you take your 1 billion years and then you'll also meet the sea. You'll meet the deserts.
So introduce
Okay.
yourself.
All right. My name is Faith Kosgei. I'm a child of God. I serve the body of Christ through so many platforms, uh, by way of speech, by way of singing, through my career, human resource, through my family, and many other platforms through which God has provided me to use, to showcase His glory, and just to say there's God in heaven, really. So this show is actually about, it's a place where we brainstorm, we discuss things that affect us as a people in the society. There's information. I mean, there's power in information, and when we bring out what is in us, what is in our minds, it goes on to build somewhere. And there's this saying that evil thrives when good people keep quiet. Yeah. So if you are there, you're thinking you are the voice of reason, you have the solutions, and you're not bringing it out, then so is it helping us really? So we just want to see how we can discuss these issues that affect us every day, because the world is dynamic. Things happen every single day, and there's no script that is given, that is direct line towards solving problems of this life. It's different every other day, but of course we have to anchor everything on our values. So we want to be value-based human beings, and see then how do we solve various issues, various challenges, make progress without interfering with our values, great values. For me, my greatest values are based on my faith, Christianity, and of course now other things that we learn in the environment, people, advice from your parents, advice from mentors. Those are the things that we ground our decisions on. So that's what we want to do, and that's what this show is all about. Yes. What people will take away home, and that's the thing that we want to dig in, is truth. What is the truth about this thing? And even the Bible says that the truth sets us free, and the truth is usually found in deep revelations. So if we are going to want to be set free and to stop wasting time and to be accurate and be more fulfilled, then we have to find the truth. What is the true position of this matter? What's the true position what's the true solution really? Because sometimes we are faced with issues and we have very shallow suggestions, yeah, and they look so easy to deal with. We're like, unajisumbua na hii mwendo yote hii, sio haraka tu tufike huko, you know. Now so you follow the way of a lie, and at the end of so what happens? You lose it, and then you come back again more frustrated, tired, and hopeless. Yeah, so it's good if we can find the truth every time we are dealing with a matter. For me, that is very, very critical. I wouldn't like to waste my time on something on working around an issue with the wrong information, the wrong attitude, the wrong people, the wrong values, or the wrong mentality. So the thing is, you must get it right, and that's the where we'll get it right is by knowing and appreciating the truth concerning that matter. Yes. In fact, when you're asking that question, my mind is already going around that, because this is where we have had problems. Even when we know the truth, we do not want to face it. It's like it's too expensive for us. Yeah. Yet for real, you know, they say cheap is expensive. So the same thing, a lie is expensive. You'd rather than stick on the side of truth, because the truth will take you, or will take us to our place of destiny. Now, who doesn't want to get to that beautiful place of destiny? And I think we need to understand, even as a people, as an individual, as a group, as a society, as a church, as an organization, that vision you have. You have a vision in your head about your life, about your family, about your school, about anything. You have a certain great vision. Now that's your place of destiny. You cannot get there unless you walk by the truth. You know, now that's the bitter truth again. You will not come to see that. Yeah, you will die without saying it. We just rather say the truth there. So you have to, for you to get there, you must walk on the basis of truth. Let me say this. If, for example, I'm in Nairobi and I want to go to Kisumu, and then I start plying the direction of Meru, seriously, when will I get to Kisumu? Because your vision is in a certain direction. So if you start lying to yourself that because the earth is round, you can then go through Meru and then you take your 1 billion years and then, you know, you'll also meet the sea. You'll meet the deserts. And Kisumu is just here, you know. So really, that's how we waste time and waste our energies and our resources pursuing a lie. It will not take you to your place of destiny. First of all, you must know your vision, really. Like, ndoto yako ni nini? Unataka kufika wapi? Yeah? That's very critical. Now, so where is the road? Yeah? Where is the road? Where is the true road that will take you there? Because again, if you want to get to a certain place and you have been told about there are dangers also, you know, and that's true about you. So you must know the truth about those things that look like they are stepping stones when they are actually landmines. So you step on it like this and it will focus on you. Yeah. You thought by talking to somebody like this hapo chini hapo kando kando atakusaidia ufanye nini. Sasa ndio anakumaliza. You see. And God, maybe you and you know, let me say this, that God is so fair. He's given all of us a conscience. And you will always know there's something that still a voice that speaks to you and tells you this is the right one. This is the right one. But we overlook. Yeah, and we hear what the noise of the other people are saying. So you also need to think, what are my values? Yeah, because if you are standing there as a man of certain values, a Christian, and the things that you're doing are not in line with the values that you talk about, then you are a confused person to start with. Because first of all, you do not have values that drive you. You really don't have them. You're just lying. And you will not get nowhere. Yes. Yes. So when you sit in a boardroom, for example, or in the in the Senate gathering or parliament, please, when you sit there and you are representing people, just know that you are a face and there are 1,000 people behind you. It's not just you. So when you get there and you begin to fear for your own things, and you're trying to take care of you're forgetting you have 1,000 people on your shoulders standing right there, and you will be held accountable for it, not just on earth but also in heaven. So we have to be courageous and upfront when it comes to rewarding good, when it comes to bringing out good, when it comes to speaking against evil, those things that are not right. I have done this a number of times. Every time I have an opportunity to bring out what I think about an issue, I always want to bring my mind out, and it has gone on to help and to shape a lot of things, help a lot of individuals who perhaps are not in that meeting, but what you are discussing or saying is meant to benefit them or hurt them. So it's up to you to choose at that point. Are you going to hurt them or you are going to bless them? Yes. And it takes maturity to decide and say you're going to bless them. And sometimes the people you are blessing are not your friends. There are people who are also working on you out there. But you know what? This world, iko na mwenyewe. Yeah? And people belong to God, really. He owns us. We belong to Him. So when you get to a place where you are representing people, know that you are standing in the place of God. You are there on behalf of God. And if you are not going to do His will, if you are not going to, if you won't be caring about what He says about His people, then you will face it. You'll just have to face the consequences. Yeah, either here or there. But one of the things that you will not have, I can tell you, is you will not be fulfilled. That's another truth that we must speak. Even when you are in those great positions with all the money, with all the power, with all the clapping around you, if you do not do the will of God, you will not be fulfilled. You'll keep chasing the wind until we close the book. Yes.
Wow.
Really, it's not easy. It's not easy, and that's why it has to be built. We have to inculcate this in our children, in our youth. Yeah, it has something that it comes to a place where it should be like your character. Yeah, not like you're struggling to bring it forth. It should be just coming automatically. The thing is, we need to teach our children to be straightforward. Very simple things, straightforward. If you are late, you just say, I'm sorry, I'm late. I did this and that and that. The thing of condoning those small things that gives people chances to build their own character, is where we fail, as a people. Because let me tell you something, Mike. We have all the information, really. And that's why I like the way you have brought in the idea of pros and cons. We have Policies in Kenya, very great policies in the world, rules and regulations, written very well. The constitution imeandikwa kabisa. In fact, you'll hear the lawyer saying, the constitution, the law is very clear. It's very clear indeed. We also now have the supreme law, which is the Bible. And rarely do we even open and read, The constitution, guys, look at it and they're like, oh, wait, what is that? Let the lawyers tell us, those kind of things. Because we have rules, we have policies, we have things that guide us as a society. The problem is, why can't we live by those guidelines? You see, because from day one, even as we bring up our children, we allow those rules to be broken. Yeah. So we grow up in a place where people are not straightforward because they fear judgments. People just fear to be judged. To me, I think the mature population have a lot of work to do. And we have failed the young population, by the way. We have really failed them miserably. In fact, it's painful. I'm afraid God will punish us for that. Because the mature population, we tell our children do this, do that, and we do not do it ourselves. We must act it, The mature population, can we just act it? If you tell your child you're going to buy this and that, can you buy that? If you're not buying it, be straightforward, explain why, and leave it there. Just leave it there. You don't have to worry about the feelings. By the way, when you speak the truth, the feelings, it has some feelings that will accompany. Never worry about those feelings. Those feelings take care of themselves very well. It will not hurt you. It will not hurt you. Sometimes we also fear those feelings, and we avoid saying the truth or telling the truth to our children. The things that you do, you cannot also tell your children that this is what I do for a living. They hear and they, hey, Dad, hey, what? Mom, this is how you bring food on the table. Oh my goodness. You see, let me tell you how the truth works then in that case. If you decide that you will be a person of truth, that decision alone will control you big time. Because you'll be telling yourself, I want to be a person of truth. Can I say this in front of people? No, let me not do it, because I will not be able to say it, because I want to be a person of truth. So that decision alone puts you in a certain line of life that decision alone controls you. Yeah. If you just decide, I want to be a person of truth, it just puts you in that place, in that control. And you will find yourself not having to explain ugly things, because you've decided that you'll be a person of truth. If you decide you'll be a person of truth, that alone controls you, and you'll want to do the things that even when you explain in your dream, you are not worried about them. So those are some of the benefits really of truth. And one great benefit of truth, and that's why even me, I don't entertain. I always want to know the truth. It saves you a lot of time. It saves you a lot of emotions. It saves you, you just make progress. Yeah, you make a lot of progress. But the thing of which are based on, there are some ujanja, I call it the ujanja, the ujanja of people. There's a way you will just go around that mountain for 40 years. And you will have hurt a lot of people, including yourself. So there's no need for us to waste our lives on things that are not truthful, ways that are not truthful, things that are not leading us to our destinies. Interestingly, unless you are having a mental problem, you would not have a destiny that is not beautiful. Nobody has a vision that is ugly. It's about murdering and killing people. Unless you have a mental problem. Generally, the way God created us, the destinies that we have, the visions that we have are visions of greatness. beautiful visions, either for yourself, for your family, for your school, for your church, for your community. Beautiful visions. I tell you, those visions, you have them. You will not get there by going in the opposite direction. Yeah? So we have to go towards it. And the truth is the best vehicle to your place of destiny. So thank you very much for listening to me. That was Faith Kosgei. As I said, I'm a child of God, and I like to participate in bringing good to this world through the things that God has given me. So I hope you've enjoyed the show. We will continue to share so that we do not miss the places that God set for us, so that we do not go in the opposite direction and pursue the wrong road and waste our lives and just die. Because we are here for a maximum of about 100 years. Others will come. So if you waste your 100 years, that is tragedy. Please, we do not want to participate in that tragedy. We want to try as much as possible and achieve that which God wanted us to achieve within our lifetime. Thank you so much.